Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Fallout 4, and as I continue to play the game, experiment with the game, I do find some cool stuff from time to time. And so this is my second settlement that I'm working on. Let's take a quick look at the map. What it's called is at Starlight Drive-In. You can see I have 9 people here, they're pretty happy. And so it's not like I'm done with Sanctuary, but over here I want to already like get the have the stashes connected, and so now I also want to see if I can make a nice little second settlement right here, because I've got a big iron wall in Sanctuary, and so starting on a second settlement sounded like a good plan. I've gone like the classical route, of course. We've got some purifiers here that are making me some of that purified water, pretty damn handy. Over here we've got some food production, just straight up rows of mud fruits, but all of them are accessible, so that's pretty cool. And then over here we've got the classical, basically the iron boxes with some defenses on top. And this is actually something that I'm probably going to try to upgrade to. Those are laser turrets. They don't really require ammo. They do need some power, but no ammo sounds like a good plan. Yeah, 9 people working here. I also have my first trader down. These are pretty damn handy. Let's see if I can maybe talk to this one. So this is a general goods vendor. We'll take a quick look at what she's got. And the really handy stuff here is that she actually also sells some of that pretty good stuff. Like right here, a camera, which provides me with 2 gears, 2 springs, and 2 crystals. That's pretty good. So I'll buy both of these. I can just press R to accept. Okay. Add them to the stash, and this is a really easy way to get goods that you don't have, or that you're missing, for instance, for producing turrets or some of those generators or stuff like that. Really pretty damn cool. And yeah, this is the second settlement that I'm working on, but this is not always that pretty. Maybe if I go for this furthest set of defenses, you can see it right here. Look at that, the floaty iron floor here really doesn't look too good. Luckily, I've discovered something that works, and I've started in the other corner right there. You can see it. This is, I think, how I'm going to make my perimeters. You've got concrete foundations that you can put down, and those give you, of course, all the snap to options that you need to create an awesome wall. So I started at the highest point, which was right here in the corner. I put up the foundations, and then I just started putting these iron walls on the side. And then what you do, of course, you put some roofs on there. Here's a laser turret, and this will allow you to really close it without having the gaps or the floating floors or stuff like that. Now there is one problem with this method that I've found, so I'm going to continue expanding on this a little bit and try to show you guys the problem. So let's say I do want to include this shack because my stash is here, my workshop. I can just press R and T, drop the junk that I just bought from the vendor, and yeah, those gears and everything added to my stash, ready to make more other things. But let me show you the problem here. So I need to put down a few more foundations, which is found in wood, floors, and then the third one right there are wooden foundations. Try to aim a little bit in the right direction with your mouse, and then you're looking pretty good. So we can put this one down here, then we should be able to, yeah, there we go. That's another foundation. God damn it. Grab that one back. That's not where you needed to go. Foundation right here. And now one problem that you will encounter, if I now want to continue putting down my iron walls, which is in iron or metal structures, walls, and then I like the second to last because it actually looks pretty clean. You can see right here that I can snap them over here, so that looks pretty good. But over here I can do this one, but now I can't do this one. This is a real problem that I'm encountering. So it always tries to snap to something in the wrong direction, basically to extend this wall rather than going around the corner. And I've not found any way to fix it. I tried with roofs, I tried with putting like concrete floors all around it, but it keeps snapping to this one setting, and I've found no option to basically tell it to, nope, snap to that wall or snap to this part of the foundation or something like that. whatever I do, it keeps wanting to snap to that. Pretty annoying because, well, you want some corners here and there. And so the solution that I found is actually to take a different metal structure that can fill that gap. So what I need to do for that is, first of all, remove the concrete that is in the spot that's giving me the trouble, and then I just go for the one wall iron structure. So put the wall in the right direction. There you can see that does snap in the right direction. Just press E and there you go, your wall is actually closed. Now there is one problem left. Down here there's actually a little bit of a gap, but that's something that you can actually fix pretty easily by just adding another foundation there once again. So let's go for that one. Floors, grab a foundation, and if I can, I would like to snap this foundation here. It may not work because the shack's in the way. Let's take a quick look if that is actually the problem. I suspect that it really is. Yeah, it's gonna be the shack that's in the problem, that's in the way. But honestly, this is not a big deal. This gap in the floor, that's not something that I'm too troubled with. But over here you can see I did the same thing, and if I remove this foundation, it will show you the problem. So that foundation is gone. This is definitely a big gap that you can't just leave open. Really doesn't look good. But over here it's no problem to put down set foundations, and there you go, nice concrete floor underneath here, and then we've got the walls all around, and I can just keep going now. I should be able to extend my iron wall. Let's see if I can do it. Again, iron or metal. I keep saying iron when it's actually metal, but I'm sure that you know what I actually mean. And then this will actually pretty easily snap to the corners. Yeah, just go back again, snap to it, and there you go. You know, you can see that I could extend this all the way around. I may just I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do because I have beds in that building. I may just remove them, put some housing inside the wall, and then just make that a little bit smaller, cut it off right here or something like that, because otherwise it does become like a really massive wall with blind spots behind that big building. I think I want to avoid that, so I'm going to remove all of this and continue on this new type of structure building for my other wall. So yeah, these concrete foundations, really important if you want to have a nice looking wall that you can easily extend in all directions. There is that one little bug for these walls that don't want to snap in the right direction, but as you've seen right here, there is actually a fix to that with one of the metal structures. I could actually just extend the roofs here, put up some stairs, and have that become a second defense line, another setup for a turret. And that's basically how I'm going to try, I think, to put up all of my settlements. So obviously this has to go, and this has to just continue up all the way over here, then past the foot, and then over to the right. But that's actually a really good addition. These foundations, they do clip with the ground, and then they make snap to really easy for very nice and smooth outside wall building, which is exactly what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to keep working on. I hope that this is helpful for you guys if you also want to make like really big strongholds like what I want to do of your settlements. This is obviously a much better way to go than trying to get those floaty structures to look somewhat okay. This is just way better. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna keep working on my settlements and play more Fallout 4. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.